Hi guys, Todd Casabella from Barrington Golf Club. I'm just going to talk to you today about driving the ball. The great Ben Hogan said, if you can't putt, you can't score, but if you can't drive the ball, you can't play. And I think that goes right in line with what I believe to be the most important bag, the driver. If you're driving the ball well, it's amazing how much more confidence you have around the golf course, knowing that you're going to put the ball in a good position to be able to hit a nice second shot into the green. And that'll carry it through the whole round. But if you're looking for the ball in the trees all day long, you're not going to have a very good day. So the first thing I would tell you is when it comes to the driver is don't swing it like it has unlimited potential. Just like you have a certain distance you hit your 7-iron, you should know exactly how far you carry your driver, and that should be your intent on every swing. Carry it, let's just say it's 200 yards, you're going to set up and you know you're going to hit it 200 yards, and that's how hard you're going to go after it. Now if you come to a par 5 and it's wide open, and if you try to go after a little bit more to get an extra 15-20 yards, because that might give you the ability to hit the green in 2, that's okay, but you want to make sure that that doesn't change and ruin your rhythm. Because sometimes if you get going after the driver too hard, then that carries all the way through the bag, and now you start hitting 7-irons too hard and wedges too hard, and just throws your rhythm and your tempo all off, which is really could be a disaster. So again, make sure you can swing this a certain distance, and that's what you should try to go to. The next thing I tell you is you want to try to feel like you're going to play a controlled curve. So Jack Nicklaus would say that he cut the ball every time, so when he would set up to it, he would aim down the left side of the fairway, try to hit it down the left side of the fairway, knowing that if he hit it straight, he'd still be in the fairway, but that if he cut the ball, it would cut towards the center of the fairway or even go to the right side. So that's going to make the fairways effectively larger. So let's say the fairway's 30 yards wide, and you're going to aim right down the middle, and 9 out of 10 shots are going to have some type of curve to it. So if you aim down the middle, you've got 15 yards if you hit that fade, right? So if you hit a 20-yard fade, you're going to end up in the right rough. But if you were to take that shot and you were to aim down the left side of that fairway, let's say 5 yards from the left side of the fairway, well, now you've got 25 yards to hit your little fade into. So if you do hit it straight, you're going to end up in the fairway. But if it cuts 5 yards, you're in the fairway, all the way up to 25 yards, you're in the fairway. So you've effectively made that fairway larger. The more fairways you hit, the closer your approach shots are going to end up. So that's a very critical piece. And I'll tell you, the third thing too is, having said that, sometimes it's okay to be in the rough. So let's go back to somebody that draws the golf ball, hits it from right to left. And if I have a hole that's a right to left dog leg, I would be better off missing it in the left rough than I would in the right rough. And you think, why? Why would that be okay to miss it in the left rough versus the right rough? Well, again, if the hole's, let's just say the hole's 350 yards long as a dog leg, if I hit it 200 yards into the left rough, I'm probably going to cut a little bit of that dog leg down to like 320. So now I've got 120 from the left rough into the green. And if I hit it 200 yards into the right rough, that dog leg's this way, when I've made the hole longer, so probably have 170 yards into that dog leg. So that's a 50-yard difference based on where I hit it. So again, if I draw the golf ball, instead of aiming down the right side of the fairway, I might aim down the left side of the fairway, and if I overdraw it, I'm in the left rough, which would be completely fine. So hopefully those 3 tips are going to help you hit more fairways and help turn this driver into the most important club and the best weapon in your bag.